TuneLab. Trying to here at the Planet Rock with Shallow Side. How you guys doing?
What's up, buddy? Doing great.
You guys excited for a show today?
Yeah. It's a little rainy. It's freezing, which we're not used to being from Alabama, but yeah, absolutely ready.
What's it like going from Alabama to the cold of Michigan in winter?
It's never something you can get used to.
Mm-hmm.
Never something you can travel up and down the states all the time, but as soon as you get out of like the heart of Dixie right there, the world changes. Everything's so much more fast paced.
They have
cold.
pavement. They have pavement,
Yeah,
running water.
running water.
Well, we're not used to that. We're not used to that at all.
Oh man.
We have the only vehicle.
Do you have anything nice to say about us?
No. I'm just kidding. We love it up here.
Interview's over.
The people here they're wonderful. They treat us good. Other than the weather sucking, it's a great place to be.
Awesome.
Especially at Planet Rock. Love it here. It's great.
You guys are playing tonight with Pop Evil and some other great bands. Tell us a little about this show as far as you played with any of these guys before.
We got The Recall opening up, Circus Asylum. They're good friends of ours. Exit 18. Pretty excited to see them, and us and Pop Evil. Stack bill tonight. We've played with Pop Evil on a few festival shows.
Never really in an intimate setting like this.
Yeah.
Not as close.
Haven't been like face to face throwing shots at each other, which is gonna happen tonight. It's gonna happen.
Okay, something I've been thinking about. I'm noticing this bus. Can you tell us a little bit about the story behind getting this bus and how it has served you?
So, we're in the hills of West Virginia. This is where we'll start out. Okay? We're traveling south. We're trying to get home, and as soon as we're like embarking, trying to get there, boom, Suburban catches on fire. That's what we was in. Suburban catches on fire. That's what happened.
Now there's another fire outside. Look what you did here.
The Suburban catches on fire, and as soon as it catches on fire, Cody's driving, whips over on like the median part, and we jump out. There's smoke flying everywhere. We lost our Suburban that night. Ended up finding a friend who had this, and he leased it out to us, and we made some payments, and we had to work our ass off to get it. But that's where we're at now, living in the shell.
Yeah, we went from the Suburban, 5 guys sleeping in the Suburban, to this, and it's like
It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was nasty. His butt in my face every night, and then my butt.
But I got a
in
nice
his face.
ass. So there you go.
So you're lucky.
Someone got lucky.
God. Any tour life gripes that you want to voice right now for people that don't know? Tell us about how much you hate these guys. It's okay. It's a safe place.
Tell us
it's a safe place.
For who?
For me.
For you, yeah, not for me. I sleep with these guys. I have to live with it. They'll like take away my food rations. I need my McDoubles.
Oh. You cannot get between a man and his McDoubles.
You can't. Not on the road, especially.
That is.
Someone takes your apples and McDoubles. It's a fight word. It's on.
Oh God, that's life-sustaining stuff.
Yeah, you got to knuckle up when it comes to something like that.
So tell us a little about Shoutside, how you guys came together and started performing and writing music.
November of this year is actually 2 years for us. We had our 2-year anniversary last month together. Nothing special. Nice quiet dinner, candles and stuff. But
Marvin Gaye.
a little Marvin on. But it's been. I don't know how to explain it. It's been amazing. It's been completely left field. Things that's happened to us that shouldn't have happened. We've been in so many times and hard times and ruts that we shouldn't have made it through. That random people we would run into, and they would like show us so much love and like bring us into their homes where we could shower, or they were feeding us, and times that like we literally didn't have enough money to make it to the next show, and they were there to make sure that we were going to stay on the road. And like times that we didn't believe in ourselves, like we were so down and so hard, because like staying on the road, it's difficult. It seems like a party a lot because like you're in and out of bars all the time, but then again, like you have downtime where you literally have no one else except for the guys standing to your left and to your right. You've got nothing else, and a lot of times they're hurting, and your family's not calling you back. They're not answering your text messages. You don't got no one to talk to, and like it's hard. And then you run into people who believe in you so much that they're willing to like lay it down where they don't have the means to carry on in their own household. They're making sure that you're able to survive it in a dream world out here on the road. But that's pretty much where we've come from. It's been just a beautiful ride up and down, trying to figure out who we are as children, I guess is the best way to put it. We're all just kids.
I can see, man, because I saw you with the fans earlier, and I see a real family sort of openness with the fans.
It is. That's a motto we keep true. Is it's not just music, it's family. That's how we run.
Everybody kind of gets on that friend level, like with us, like just instantly. It's just there.
Yeah,
it
we don't have fans. We got our friends and family that enjoy music. You know, like there's not someone that's going to walk in the door tonight. There's going to be 500 people that come to this door, and there's not one person that knows us that we don't know them personally, that they've given us cookies or something like that. I don't know. You know, like
now, when you say cookies, what do you really mean?
I mean, cookies. Like the sweets.
Big old cookies.
Big old
5-gallon bucket worth.
That's how you get through the tour. That's how you get through touring and the work.
You gotta get them cookies.
Those days before the show, it's crazy. I mean, just trying to get to showtime.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's a rough journey. Sometimes, well, I say sometimes. A lot of times, it's not so hard, and weeks will fly by without you even realizing that you've been drunk for 14 days. So.
Was that really 14 days? Ignore the train or whatever that was.
Yeah, we ain't dealing with a train no more. We'll just start talking like this.
How do you know that it's 14 days instead of just really one long day?
Because our tour manager, he will beat you and let you know what you've been messing up on for a very long time. Speaking of which, look at this guy. Our tour manager is walking in.
We're trying to do an interview right now.
I gotta get some more energy drinks.
There's something at the bottom of the thing.
Bottom? Alright,
Yeah.
we're selling shit. Anyways, there's the bottom thing. Alright, good. Sorry.
At the bottom of the big right thing.
Bottom of the thing right there. Quit talking about me.
That's the guy that steals all the McDoubles right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the hamburger.
And deals out the punishment, apparently.
Yeah, he does. He's how do you say that? How does people say that at home? They're the
Head honcho.
the judge, the jury, the prosecutor. What is that?
Executioner.
That guy. He's that guy.
Well, I can tell you guys need it, though.
Yeah. Everyone needs a little punishment in their life. He's willing to deal it out too. So you gotta live it up.
I don't care about any of this rock star nonsense. Get you guys to work.
Yes. He is a slave driver.
He is a slave driver. He's just.
But you gotta have that though. You know, in order to run any successful business, you gotta have that one guy that everyone hates. He's that guy.
So what's next for you guys after this show? What's going on as far as shows?
After well, we're actually we're up here in Michigan. We're from Alabama. We're actually just doing weekend stuff, going back and forth, and while we're at home, we're writing, trying to come up with new material for a new album that we're going to put out next year. Working with a few unnamed bands right now. Everything's still under the table, all hush hush, trying to keep everything in the works. But that's what we're doing. We're working on the low to make everything better for next year.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with Wicked Hammer Energy. Wicked
Hammer Energy is
your favorite thing in the world.
The best, top notch, 100%. Listen, like we were kind of sketched out about it. I talked to the guy, the owner, Tom, and we had talked several times back and forth. Super amazing guy, and he sent me the drinks, and I was a little sketched out about it. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna have, and like we all stood around and took shots of the drink. We was so impressed and so energetic that Heath ran around. He was butt naked the rest of the night. He couldn't keep clothes on the kid. He was.
Might happen again tonight too.
Is that on the can? It'll get you butt naked.
It'll get you naked. Yeah, you get wicked. You get wicked wild, wicked hammer. But that's our energy drink. That's our family. We just stick by that name for the rest of our lives. We carry the merchandise all over with us. It's delicious.
I saw the classic little display with the cans and the ice and the bowl.
Yeah. That we keep it. We gotta keep it fresh.
If they was to be watching this, we really could use a round cooler to put those things in. That'd be great. Oh.
Just in case someone out there is watching.
They're all watching, and they will judge you based on this.
I hope not.
I appreciate that you took the time to get ready and just ready to run.
I had to, yeah. What did it take me like? It only took me like 4, 5 seconds, 20, 30 minutes, somewhere around there.
Somewhere in the middle.
Someone who's counting. Nobody's counting.
So you guys have been playing shows a lot. Tell us about some of your more interesting stories on the road. Yeah, we're going there.
We're going there.
You gotta go.
We're going that. Like, what kind of ratings are we looking at? We're looking at like PG-13.
This is the internet.
X.
You can just.
Oh,
it's the internet.
we're going internet here.
We're going internet right now.
That's not even a rating. That's NR.
No, it's total anarchy.
What are we? What's the best story? What's
the Heath? The Heath is pretty good.
That's a pretty solid story.
It's pretty.
Okay, well, I'll tell this story since we've told it before, and this story needs to get out. People need to hear this one. So we're in Clarksville, Tennessee, and we're playing at this place called the Warehouse, and we see Heath running out the door with this black girl and this white girl, both of them, just hauling ass. They're trucking. And we just see them running by, and we're like, what is that about? Everybody's all giggling and stuff. They jump in the Suburban. This is before we had the bus. Suburban's all getting all hyped up and stuff. And me, our tour manager, as you met a second ago, and Cody, we're standing out on the front porch of this bar. We're just standing there, having a few drinks, and out comes this huge bouncer. He's like, you boys see my wife? We're like, no, we haven't seen your wife. It's like, yeah, she's wearing a blue spaghetti strap. Y'all seen her? She just came out here. Like, I don't really know what you're talking about. She came out here with a little black girl and your drummer. Who? That was my wife. No, we haven't seen nobody. So he takes the hint of what's going on, looks over at our Suburban that's 10 feet away from us. The shocks are rocking over there, and like we're all kind of just standing there like Macaulay Culkin face, freaking out about what's gonna happen. He sticks his face up on the window, looks in, slings open the door, and like he shouts like no one else in the state is talking, and it's just booming thunder. He's like, "What are you doing in there with my wife?" Like all you can hear is this muffled sound come back, and in a rebuttal. Is, which one's your wife? And then Heath jumps out of the back of the Suburban doors, and he's like all balls out, like pulling his shorts, underwear, pants up. He's like trying to get out of there, and runs around to the back. Needless to say, like the bouncer's all freaking out, trying to get his wife out of there, and they're both pulling their pants up, getting out of the door. Well, that was a crazy moment in itself. Like we got to jump on stage.
We haven't even played yet.
Yeah, we
Oh,
haven't even on stage yet. And
quick.
we're loading on stage. It's time to go. Like we're 3 minutes till playtime, and as soon as we get on stage, like we're T-minus 30 seconds. Nick's got his clock over there, and he's like shooting birds. He's like, you better be ready. Let's go. And Heath stares at all of us, and he's like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Heath, hold it, be a grown-up, hold your pee, it's not gonna work like that. He's like, no, I gotta go. Like, what are you talking about? Heath, why do you gotta go to the bathroom? I still got my condom on. You dirty bastard!
It had been, no lie, like what, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Since that happened, he had still had his condom on the whole
time.
45 minutes, just walking around. He wouldn't go to the bathroom because he was scared that the bouncer
That was bouncer territory.
They're watching the whole venue. You're trapped.
No, yeah. And he had all his bouncer friends ready to go too. Like we roll like 5 deep, and all of us are like we max out at like 180 pounds. Some of us. Don't be saying I'm not fat.
I didn't say he was fat. I was just saying.
You think I'm fat?
That bouncer ended up buying me a beer.
Ah!
End of the night, he bought me a
He
beer.
ended up buying him a beer.
Aww.
After the story's already done, like his heart's broken. He ended up buying me a beer.
Know.
Well, it was kind of weird, like for me, like it was just like we was playing with Zach Myers from Shinedown that night, and it was like we had a way bigger rock star moment than he had probably had in a while, and he was just walked out. He's like, "What's going on out here?" Nothing, man.
It was a very awkward time. It was even worse when Heath looked over at the bouncer and was like, "Hey, you gonna let me finish this beer since you didn't let me finish your wife?" I'm just kidding. I didn't really
Hey, good one.
on, man. I think we have to end that. Guys, thank you so much
Thank you.
Thank you.
for that fantastic story. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks, brother.